Thomas, are you ready for millions of impressions?
Yeah.
I'm impressionable.
That's handy to know. That's what we're after. Because at the end of the day, if you're impressionable, it probably
At the end of the
means you
day,
have
we're
to
still
go
brain
through the
gliders.
sacrifice of booking a gig on your own with a lack of resources.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if you had just one great resource?
Is that for me again?
Thank you very much, Thomas.
Nice day here on the Gold Coast, I must say.
Freddie wouldn't know. He's
What happened to Fred?
he's enthralled by his mobile device.
What are you on to something? You got a tip for us? Race 7.
All right, we're back. Gentlemen,
Here we are. We're on the Gold Coast Highway.
we are indeed.
Burley Heads.
The incomparable.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're here with Fred and Tom.
Thank you for having us, brother. Appreciate it. Lovely. Thomas, how are you? Pleasure.
Pass it through.
How are you, my friend?
You guys are about to launch not your first festival, but the first GigSync
Well,
festival.
it feels unbelievable to be back on the horse because this is probably the biggest festival we've thrown in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's obviously quite surreal and special because it is the first one done entirely on platform powered by GigSync.
You guys you've done festivals, you've done events,
Yep.
right? That's your thing. But this one is the first one where it was built from the ground up using your platform, GigSync.
It was incredibly special, even in the past when you're ideating an event where you're sort of expecting a decent turnout. It's an outdoor stage, the whole brand of the event and everything. It's sort of like the heartbeat.
Yeah.
The best part about this event is the heartbeat isn't so much the brand. It's like a combination of how it was organized, the people that are part of it, the presenting partners, everything.
Yeah.
It was like a very cohesive organizing process.
Yeah.
And obviously that's the goal on the platform, is to have a better experience. So
Yeah.
selfishly, it was semi-built for
Well,
even our own use, and I think that's
Yeah,
something that
yours
came through
and
today.
everyone. So you're the proof in the pudding.
100%.
Before GigSync existed, if you or your counterparts or others were putting a festival together, what would that process normally look like?
Well,
It'd be clunky. GigSync streamlines that.
I
right?
can actually go. So the first major festival I ever organised was in 2023, and I'll chuck to Tommy because he got a sideline view of how it looked like.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do I grab this?
Yeah, grab it.
I can grab this little gizmo. Well, I'm eternally observing. I think that's probably my whole role in GigSync. So I think I was quite attentive to how it looked on your end, and I thought that it took too long. And every day you were working, and I thought, there's too much involved in it that could be easier or quicker or safer even. So Freddie can go in on the specifics because I tend to get too nitty gritty and nobody wants to hear about that.
Just generally speaking, I think in like many industries, particularly over the last sort of 10 years, we've seen developments that just make your day-to-day work in it better and more efficient. Live music hasn't seen that.
Yeah.
We've had people from other industries sort of crow their way into our land and try and do things they think would help. But fundamentally, the way you help live music is by existing in it, by respecting it, by having an acute knowledge for how people in that ecosystem operate. So the reason GigSync works is because it was founded upon all those things.
Yeah.
It was built not only by us, but it was built by incredible people that, there's been some really important people in the beta process, like John and Callum, Jess, Kim. Dan.
I suppose
there's some.
what
there's
you're
some-
saying is the way you made it better is because you know that there was a gap there there was a
It's
gap.
like
A coach, a good football coach is an ex-football player.
Yeah,
for example.
100%, and that I think that applies specifically to our situation because a good football coach, being an incredible player, the ones that do the best at that, Sam Mitchell, for example, he's not there going, I have the solution to everything. I'm coming in here, I know absolutely everything. I'm like Nathan Buckley, I've just got it on a string.
Yeah.
He's there taking opinions. He's got an incredible coaching staff.
Yeah.
And I think the GigSync equivalent...
I might add on to that.
Yeah, I think the GigSync equivalent of that is we have an incredible coaching staff. It's not just Tommy and I here thinking we've got the keys to the kingdom after 5 years of major event organising.
Yeah.
It really has been a community of force to get here.
Yeah. Well, I think like one of the big points about that is like an ex-player, best coach. I love that because the knowledge that comes with a player is that they know how players vary as well. All the different mindsets, all the different upbringings, all the different lifestyles that all the players live. And they make sure to cater for everyone, which is what Freddie's saying.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what we've embodied as well, is that there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
And we truly believe that we've started with something for everybody and we're only going to build on it.
Yeah.
Tommy just did a great job of highlighting the uniqueness of our industry.
Yeah.
It isn't a one-stroke sort of fits-all environment where
There's many
There's-
pieces, many ingredients to the...
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
like a service person, for example, whether you're a sound guy, a merch seller, a lighting technician, an extra hand,
You're all part of it.
you're all part of it, and they don't work the same as a promoter.
Yeah.
And they don't work the same as an artist even.
Yeah.
Like there are intricacies in our industry that don't get catered for and overlooked. And that has been one of the true joys of building out GigSync. And this event, Less Out of Sync Festival, that's coming to our favourite venue, Brightside Outdoors, soon. Adding those extra installments. George Webster is an incredible photographer. He's just a talented man. What a really nice looking dog. But there's people like George Webster on photography.
Yeah.
There's people like Toucanna who not only are a great band and are providing post-show entertainment, but have delved into the merch land. There's people like Jared who's doing live art.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
And having them all in one place working the way they should, that's the goal. It's it's less out of sync. That's the whole,
Yeah, I get it. Back to GigSync as the platform that is powering everything. When you started building Less Out of Sync and you applied, GigSync to all of the, the planning of attack and everything, what changed to when you were previously be setting up an event? What point at this did you think to yourself, okay, this is working. This is actually how we...
I think it's, yeah,
Started to like that.
I think so too. I think it's a funny one because
The main difference that I saw, so Freddie can go into what the actual booking side of it and organising side of it was, but the main thing that I saw was that the event lived on GigSync, the pictures lived on GigSync, the tasks lived on GigSync, but that doesn't mean that the usual fires don't happen. And so when they did happen, it was like that was the only time Freddie really had to jump on the phone. It was for the really like important things that are always going to happen.
Yeah.
But it just stressed how important those things were because the rest could be done on GigSync.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice Freddie's going to pick up the phone, Freddie's going to do a couple of emails,
Yeah.
and that's going to sort the things out because then it moves into GigSync, and that's what's happened.
Yeah.
It's been really nice to watch at least to show that it's been working.
dude,
And it works.
It's
Yeah.
been,
That's it.
It's been incredible.
Okay.
Been incredible to be at the helm at because, like Tommy's saying, GigSync's a new solution. Right? We've been a company for 2 years. We've been in beta for the last sort of 3-4 months, and we're approaching some really exciting stuff later in the year, which we'll get to in due course. But being at the helm and having that clearness
Yeah.
has just been a game changer, because at the moment, emailing, phoning, at least for the while in beta, it's sort of expected.
Yeah.
But it was only absolutely necessary when you had to get straight to the source for this specific issue.
Yeah.
Convince someone, maybe let's think of a other way to go around this, or hey, just double checking this.
Yeah.
Because the entire event lived in one spot.
Yeah.
It's got a physical view. It's a living thing.
That's my favorite thing about GigSync, is previously you would have emails coming left, right, and center. Maybe someone would forget to CC, someone would PCC, all that stuff. Whereas here, the transparency is clear.
Yeah. Could I just piggyback on that for a moment?
Please.
Like, for our announce, this was the first time I got to do this for on a larger scale. But
Yeah.
on GigSync, when you have your event, you have people participating in your event, like artists. I'm obviously talking from like an organizer perspective. When it came to announce, I created a to-do, assigned it to all the artists, and just attached the assets. And then the artists go, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Everyone's done it. I mark it as complete, and it just lives in my GigSync event as completed. This happened, yeah. And that was the most relaxed I think I've ever been. Not even sending it out, knowing, okay, perfect paper trail, but having the responses come in and be like, oh, this is done. That's incredible.
And that's how it works, everyone. Just like that. If you're an artist, venue, or promoter watching this, what's the one thing that you fellas, what's the one thing you hope they take away from seeing an entire event built through GigSync?
I think a lot of the effectiveness speaks for itself, but I think it's all inclusive and it's fun.
Yeah.
They're the two things that
I like that.
I'd like.
It's not just a system that you would use, but it kind of makes it a little bit fun.
Reminds us.
What I'd want people to take out of it, I think as we're transitioning out of beta, which we are. Go for it.
Please.
The two things that I want sort of people taking out of it and what we're embodying is that we're the best entrance tool for the industry, for the scene, but we're also the best growth tool for the scene, because that's where gigs are, and that's where you'll find gigs, and that leads into a couple, or probably one major feature which we got coming out, called Marketplace. So that really is the best entrance tool if you're starting out, because it's really just an air tasker for the industry. Like there's people posting gigs, you can apply for them. Freddie's going to piggyback on this.
I think when people talk about best entrance tool for the scene, it's automatically, it's for artists to get more gigs or to look more industry or whatever it is. All those things are important, obviously, but that's not what we're getting at with Marketplace. This is the best entrance tool for anyone in the industry.
Yeah.
You can be a promoter. You could have just opened the doors to your new venue after, wanting to have opened a music room forever. You can also be an artist.
I can say this firsthand because I had to play around with it the other day when I was in the office.
As a PR person.
As a PR agent,
yeah,
digital social marketing guy.
And there's room for it on GigSync, and you can participate.
And people can see my profile there.
Yeah.
And they engage.
We engaged you on an event for PR, and you lived in the same space on our side as the artist, as the venue, as everything.
I love it. It's all.
By the time this comes out, we probably have jobs out on Marketplace for Less Out of Sync Fest.
Yeah.
For what we're calling extra hands. So so this is for any punters, any everyday person that wants free tickets. We've got some jobs just here and there, cleaning up. There's merch, there's all that sort of stuff. So they should be out. So even everyday punters, there's a spot for you on GigSync.
And outside of all of that, if you're a budding music, creative, performing artist person, just go create a profile. It's free, right?
Yeah, it's free.
It's free. It costs you nothing, and you can pick up work, or you can engage with the community that you want to engage with.
At uni, I was at the con.
Yeah.
And the mystique, the fog and mirrors around engaging with our industry,
Yeah.
even there, it was hard to see through.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not saying that they weren't doing their best. I'm sure, they were definitely doing their best. But that entrance that Tommy's talking about, it's not as easy as it sounds. Like, it's not like it maybe once upon a time. Go to the gig with a bottle of something, give it to the sound guy, and ask if he can help out. It's just not how it works.
Yeah.
So this as an entrance tool it's truly exciting.
Good stuff. Awesome. Well, Less Out of Sync hits the Brightside Outdoors. July 24. That's in
5
soon.
weeks. Mac the Knife, an absolute pillar member of GigSync. Love you, boys. Yeah. Semantics, Mr. Finn, a very top secret act.
Secret act.
Yes, secret act.
It could be disco DJ.
It could be disco. Mick Jagger got in touch, but we had to turn him down.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mood Board, Brisbane's finest.
Yeah.
Tucana on post show entertainment.
Live art. What's that? That's all the live art things.
Live art and
I love you're a big live art fan, aren't you?
100%. Anything to activate your event. Love
Yeah.
it. But shout out as well to the people at Social State, Braden and Phoebe in particular, who are incredible in helping make this whole thing happen. And all the wonderful people that have
And
been
how
a part
much
of
are
it.
tickets?
35 including booking fee.
35 including. They're available through Oztix.
Oztix.
You could Google it. You'll find it. Thanks for sitting down with us, lads.
Thank you, my friend. Always appreciate your company.
July 24.
6 days.
July 24. Brightside Outdoors. We'll see you there.
See you
Let's
there,
have
guys.
a sync. Thanks for hanging.
Pleasure, mate.
All right. That was good stuff.
That was perfect.
fun.
That was fun.
Well, I just rubbed the mic, but it felt nice.
We'll see you on July. I said June before. It's actually July.
Say June.
I think I said June.
No, July 24th.
Yeah, because at the time I was going, man, these guys 5 weeks. It's in 2.